All right, traders, to watch this video for Wednesday, April 28th. Another narrow range day on the SPY. We see a lot of these where they look like plus signs, or this one looks like a T. Another thin day, right? Another very, very low volume day. Still some nice trades in the chat room. I'll give you a couple examples for those that weren't there today. I mentioned skills. I think I said anytime today over 21 with yesterday's high being just above, and it ended up breaking 21 there. I mean, it's not huge, right? But it went, as a trader, went to 21.69 before coming back down. And then TIRX, super strong out of the gate. I actually tried to call that over the opening highs. It went down and started to come back up, and I didn't get it out in time. And I actually took a trade. I got in this under 14, and TradeStation, like it's done a couple times in the last few trading days, was real glitchy on me, and it didn't quite tell me right away that I was in, and orders were hanging, and so I literally hit out. And I don't know what I think I said I made $400 or something in a few minutes, but after hitting out, like I didn't even know if I was out. It took like another minute to let me know, and then obviously I watched it do this. So, and I hit out because I didn't know if trades were going through, and that's a terrible feeling as a day trader. So, sadly, and I did catch a pullback trade in it right here. I called it as it was coming down, whole number flush fives buy zone, and I'll show you what. And so there's the term. If you haven't seen our free webinar or taken our trading course on how we buy pullbacks. The low of this candle was 1562. I'm going to slide this over and show you. I took a screenshot of my fill. 1564. I caught it 2 cents from the low. And you saw what it did after that. So it's straight out of that free webinar, straight out of our course, and probably my best trade of the day. Had a decent day, even though the market was dead. But anyway, there's a couple highlights from today. Let's go into what we're watching for tomorrow. CCIV had a big rip yesterday. 2041 to 2429. That's a nice move. And today, kind of a quiet inside day. I'm looking for a third day play there. ALDX, which by the way, I never traded this one today. It was on our gap playlist. I saw some of you traded it. Pretty crazy trader, but at the end of the day, it had massive volume and a pretty strong close right at recent highs. It gave back some of its earlier gains. But I'm going to watch it for some kind of follow-through setup. Be careful with that one. VXRT, nice volume. Really strong day. We're going to watch that one for a follow-up day tomorrow. Remember, I don't hold overnight, so these are all things that might give me an intraday A-plus setup tomorrow, or I won't trade them. MYT, strong day, closing off its highs, but still strong day, strong volume. OCGN had this huge move, and then they did an offering, which is why it gave most of that move back. And then, lo and behold, I think the offering was at 10 or 10.50. I can't remember. Lo and behold, the next 2 days, it's holding up pretty damn well, right? So we're going to keep our eyes on this one. This one has potential. You got a series of consecutive lower highs, but just because of that offering and it's holding up, sometimes shorts get frustrated and they get squeezed out. So that one's pretty interesting. EEIQ, big move today, but closing well off of its highs. Still going to watch it. TIRX, already talked about this one, like EEIQ, right? Big move today, but closing well off its highs. When they have this much of a topping tail, generally the next day they probably won't give me a trade in A-plus setup, but it doesn't cost me anything to put it on a chart. NVAX, NVAX, nice little breakout today. Nice volume. We're going to look for a follow-through setup tomorrow. Couple more. NTWK, nice breakout, but closing well off its highs. We're seeing that a lot. We're going to see what happens tomorrow. And then this one's a little weird for me. MVIS moved from 10 to 28 over 4 days, and then a nasty day today from 28 down to a low of 1919 before closing around 20. So who's winning, right? Bulls have had a good run, and then Bears made a killing today. It's still, I would say, probably somewhere around the middle. I want to say maybe even the upper half of this range when you talk about from the last week. So I'm going to start watching this tomorrow for a turn back up. I'd like to see another down day first. But anyway, that's the watch list, not a very big one. And we will add gappers to this list as well in the pre-market. And I kind of think, don't quote me on this, I kind of think tomorrow's FOMC day, which could make for a really dead morning and maybe a little action. Excuse me. Still got this cough that won't go away, but I feel fine. Maybe a little action in the afternoon. preferably, we'll catch some morning gap plays, and then things usually go dead before FOMC. And I generally don't like trading after the FOMC announcement, so hopefully we'll catch some morning trades. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. Done babbling. We'll see you guys in the morning.